How in hell do you lose an entire gas tank? Welcome back. Got a little project we're gonna start working on. We're gonna do a series on it. Bought this boat 4 or 5 years ago, and as you can tell, 3 people quickly outgrew it. But there's a river not far from here that I want to fish, a small river. And I want to make it into a catfishing boat. So we're gonna do some modifications, and I got a little motor I'm finna show you. That's what we're gonna start with today. It's one of them little low Amazon 4 horsepower pop motors, whatever you want to call it. Wasn't much money. But it's been sitting up. I only run it one time, and it's been sitting up. We're gonna see if we can get that thing to crank and go from here and see what I can come up with as far as rod holders in the back. Tristan's 12 now, so I'm gonna make him get his license, and that way he can start trying to learn to run the trolling motor some, and let him stay up front, me sitting back, and just kind of have rod holders down this side and that side, and we got lights. I decked it out when I was working on it, and we used it one little small bass tournament on the lake we fished at the other day, and 2 times to County Lake, and that was it. But we coming to get this sucker back going, because man, I got a boat I want to fish, but there's other places to fish, and there's catfish. I like catfishing, I like crappie fishing, I like bass fishing, I like fishing, I like all the fishing. So we can get this thing set up, so maybe we can run down under the Connecticut River and throw it in and bebop around and see what that place is about. I've never been in there, so it's gonna be like a series. This is like part 1. We're just gonna tinker with this motor some, see what we can come up with. And if y'all have any feedback or ideas, let me know. I'd love to hear them. If you run a John boat that's you running for catfish, I'd love to hear your input on it. All right, well, we found the gas can. It had just enough to put a little bit of, oh, that's corroded, big, and there's corroded. I don't know how it corroded because it ain't had no gas in it. I didn't leave no gas in it. But we're gonna see if we can't just get this thing to crank. It didn't run the boat wide open by no means, but it did a little something. So we're gonna see if we can't get it running. You gonna prime up, baby? This may be a short video. Oh, I see a little trickle. We ain't got no petro. It's been sitting. I highly recommend not doing that, kids, unless you want to go fishing. Don't try this at home. Y'all can't swallow no more gas today. I gotta work. All right, so we're gonna go to here. I took this off of my nitro because My nitro's got a bigger one. But I kept it, but I want to put it on here. It should be fine on here. It did fine on the nitro, I'm sure. I don't want it on him. But we have issues. Like these old broken listed bolts. I have no idea how we're going to get them off. Let's see if we can't find a bolt remover. Found one. These bolts are old and rusted. They should break right off. So, I'll say that. Yeah, told you. Bolt remover. Sir, you're doing too much. Oh, yeah. Don't make me get the whirly apparatus for holding you. Bolt remover. All right. So what we're going to do, is not what I thought we was going to do, because I don't think that bolt right there will ever come out again. So, I'm going to set this up here, like this one, just like that. Just like that. And I got some of the bolts, the old bolts, right here, from when I took mine off. I'm going to put that in right there. It drills a hole back here. I'll put this one through there. That should hold it. Don't see why it twerked. Y'all see the reason why it twerked? Did I save the nuts for that shit? Please tell me I did. I'm not a smart man, but sometimes I remember to do something. I don't think I remember to do that. All right, fellas. We shall be rightus returnus. It ain't but a 30-pound thrust. I mean, come on. Ain't like I'm gonna be catching rooster tails from the front. All right, we are back with a few tools and some bolts of some different sizes and sorts. Oh man. I really wanted that there. But we can improvise. Does it fit there? Yes, it do. We're going to do a little combination mounting. Freaking cadabra, that worked really good. Gotta get us a new string. I have new string. We're gonna get this out of here. We are gonna bolt back. I ain't that crazy. We just happen to have a bolt that's just a hair bit shorter, or one size down, just skinny. But in the hole, like I say, we ain't trying to get rooster tails with this thing. I ain't trying to shoot no rooster tail. I can still taste that gas. Alright. Pretty dang tight. Pretty dang tight. So we're gonna do I like the other more, to be honest with you. Cause I can get a pair of these in it. All right, guys. Old baby here. I think she's gonna do good when I get her going. I got it. All right, you guys. Well, that's how you drink gas, don't get anything accomplished, and so you swap to a completely different project. As you can see there, I probably sped it up, but this trolling motor mounted, good enough for me. 3 bolts will hold it. And you got that one back there. You see me? Got that one back there. I'm wanting to set this up where Tristan can kind of do the trolling motor on it mainly, and I can stay in the back and run it. We're just gonna use it for catfishing. Pull up somewhere, anchor, catfish, let that be it. So as of right now, that's where we're at. We're going to look at rod holders. Like I said, if anybody's got any suggestions, I put a floor in this thing, treated carpeted floor. I've done work to it. I had it going good. That's a brand new battery I probably forgot I had out here. I had an aerator for live well, scales. We fished a little small bass tournament. I had done it up pretty good. And fish finder, control center. I got lights on the inside, and I had speakers hooked up in here. And we're gonna get this thing out of here this weekend, part 2. Get it blowed out, cleaned up, and see what I can come up with for rod holders on this thing. If y'all got any ideas, some homemade rod holders or whatever you think, let me know. I'd like to know. So I appreciate y'all watching. We'll be back next time we won't drink gas.